let's see. All right, get set up here. Cool. Could swore I heard something. All right, what's up, everybody? Getting a slow start today, but we're gonna do some little 30-minute workout here. Maybe a little longer, depending on what I get going. Just pulling up a couple things here real quick. Alright, here's that. And then I wanted to put on a little music. Totally lost it. Totally, I don't know where I put it. Where did I put it? Here's my water. Right here. All right. Get my music set up. What up? Welcome, welcome. And get a good little kickboxing workout going. Get some kicking, some punching, all that fun stuff. I just want to get my music set up. Running a little behind here. Perfect. Let's go this one. No. That is a horrible. Oh, this one. Sure, what's on it? Yeah, so I have two cats. I have Opal, which is the white and gray one, and then I also have Jinx. Jinx is a black cat. Opal is the sweetest thing in the world. She'll hang out here the whole time that I'm doing any bag work, anything like that either, which is really cool. She likes to hang out with me. Now, Jinx, my black cat, he's a little scaredy cat. All right, let's start limbering up and get moving. then bow stance on the other side. And touch this ground in front, like straight. Make sure the knees are straight. We're stretching the hamstrings. And then hands on the elbows, cross the arms. We're gonna go swinging elbow to foot. Swing it out. Get the stretch on. All right. I'm gonna come up, and then I'm gonna go arm to foot here. And pull. Then the other side. 10 seconds. Stretch it out. Just warming up. Make sure you don't over pull. Let everything slowly loosen up. All right. And horse stance, pushing up. And then we're going to rotate our hips, making circles. And then we're going to go down into frog stance. Which frog stance is hips open. And then we push the hips back. Getting nice and warmed up. We're going to get nice loosey-goosey. And then we're going to start hitting the bag, get some cardio in. All right, now I'm going to rotate one hip up. Now I'm going to rotate it down without moving my hip back. Then back up. Now I'm going to straighten my leg, and I push back. Back to frog. Then we go to the other side. Rotate up. Rotate back down, keeping the hip in the same position. Just go to your range of motion. Don't force it. Then back up. Now kick out. Toes on the ground. And I'm going to rotate back. Then back to frog. And up. All right. We should have nice loosey-goosey hips there. I like to shake it out. I'm old. Takes me a little bit of time to get back up. All right. Should be loosey-goosey there now. Now, let's do one more hamstring stretch now that these are loosening up here. So we're going to do 7-star. So I keep one leg straight, weight on the other leg, bend here, reach forward, grab your toe, head to your knee. then the other side. Up, I sink my weight down, 7-star stretch here. Reach forward, grab my toes, pulling back on the toes. If you can't grab your toes, that's perfectly fine. Grab your shin, grab your ankle, grab behind the leg, and pull your head down. Good. Let's do one more for our hips here. One more lunge in the bow stance. Now that we're stretched out a little bit, I'm gonna open up. Keep this leg straight, this leg bent, toe turned in just a little bit. Push the hip forward. Trying to get this stretch here. Now we're gonna put hand on the ground, turn the toe over. If you need to keep your hand on the ground, you can, but we wanna raise up and pull back here. You can even bring the hands up. We're trying to get the stretch right here. Then back up. Foot again sideways. Now let's do the other side. All right. So starting in our normal bow stance, we're gonna push forward. This is my weaker side if you can't tell. Now from here, I'm gonna turn my toe over. I'm gonna be pushing here, pulling back, hands up. And back to bow stance. Sorry, I had to get up there. My leg is weak. I need to get more squats on this side here. All right. And let's stretch forward one more time just to feel the range now that everything's starting to loosen up. See, your hand should be easier on the ground. The elbows may be lower. You can pull back even more. Get a little more movement here. Horse stance check. Should be a little bit more open now. All right. Woo. You should be able to move the legs a little bit more now. All right, now we're gonna do a little bit more dynamic movement. So I'm gonna swing my legs forward, up and down, just like a high heel kick here. You can use a stability if you need, a chair, a wall, anything like that. Hand on the item, and just swing. Other side. All right. Let's start hitting something. So I'm going to start off the bag here. Start off jab, pull back, jab, and out. You can add footwork if you want. Main thing is to work on the jab. 1 and out. 1 and out. Once you get 10, do the other side. Good. Now we're gonna work reverse punch, otherwise known as cross. So 1 arm distance. If you notice, when I'm punching, I don't want to be at the edge of my punch here. I want to be able to put into it here. So when I hit, I can push through here. So we're just gonna do reverse punch. So I gauge. Now I'm in punching range because I can frame here. I can move here. Hip turns in. If you want to add the footwork, you can step, turn in here. need to grab my headband. Other side. All right. Good. Next one, we're going to work on the ridge hand. So the ridge hand is a little different when you have to hit a hard object. You'll see it done a lot in class where it's shot out here. You'll see the arm really, really straight. You don't want to do that when you're hitting a big heavy bag, as if your arm is straight, you're going to hyperextend your elbow. So you want to make sure there's a small bend in here. So when I go, there's always a small bend here when I hit. Now, if that is too hard for you to do it right, turn it into a slap. Instead of going here where you can possibly damage your elbow, you can turn it into an open hand here. Wham, here instead. That way you can make sure you keep that bend in your elbow here. That's fine. Or you can work on making sure there's this bend here. But make sure you don't straighten your elbow when you're doing big long punches here and damage your elbow. So we're gonna do front hand first, 1, then back hand, 2. When I do this one, I step in 1. The second step, I step out with my left foot, 2 to create a second angle to hit them at. You can't just go 1, 2, no one's gonna stand still. You can go 1, 2. That was wrong. So 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 1. And the other side. Hello. Some of these classes you're mentioning. Yeah. There's always going to be a hater. Doesn't matter. You don't know what you're talking about. It's cool. Have fun. Oh, we're not working on head movement today, but that's okay. Thank you. Appreciate it. You know, just be positive. So from here, now this side. 1, step out, 2 here. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. 1, 2. All right, let's work on roundhouse kicks. So now, basic roundhouse kick. This one takes me a couple times to get my hip warmed up in the motion. But make sure you're pointing your knee at the target, pivot the hip, and throw the kick. We're gonna do reaching out, cutting across when you kick. So from here, I'm gonna start in my distance stance. Distance, we got our groin, body, head. When we move in, hands up. But from distance here, I'm gonna go and kick. All right, do 10 on your own. Once you get 10, 10 on the other side. This is the not so good side for me. Oh, see, that's the weak hip there, weak leg. When I hit something, I bounce off it. It's not good. I need to strengthen this leg more. Also a little close. All right, roundhouse kick. Roundhouse kicks. Those are fun. Whew. Feeling it a little bit in my glutes. So, that's, all right. So this is what happens when you take a month off from hitting bag work. Yeah, I slacked off. And now everything else is back to catch up. Playing catch up. When you take a month off, it takes twice as long to get back to where you were. So don't take a month off. All right, we're gonna do a switch kick. So switch kick, whenever we switch, what happens a lot of times for beginners is that they'll turn the body here. They'll do a full body shift here. We don't want that. The hips still need to stay in this zone here. So the feet are shifting here, right? When we shift, that sets us up for the kick. Now, if you shift here and you push, that can put more power into that hip here. So when I shift one here. That sets my foot up to here. That way now I can really pivot out. It's already halfway there. Now I can spin the last bit in and throw the kick. Now with the shift kick, you can do two. If they move back, you really swing at them, really hit them hard. If they don't move back, you can do it in a short spot here without having to lay back or anything like that. So, yeah, I'm a little out of breath. Don't take a month off from cardio. If you take a month off from cardio, it takes time to get back. So from here, shift and kick. So if you notice, shift, I don't have to pivot as much and still get a strong enough kick. But you can really put that hip into it and really get it going. So from here, kick. Switch kick. Switch kick. We're doing the pull. The pull. So the goal for the pull is to get them to react. If you can get them to react, you can sometimes trap their hand down or their glove, get their hand stuck on your glove, and it helps you pull them down sometimes. It's just a different one, right? You can do more up close, right? If I'm up close, you don't want to do that. You want to keep hands up. But I like the pull in case they put their hand out to block. That can help you just distract them a little bit. I don't know. I haven't fought in like 10 years, so it does, like, at this point, it's just teaching and practicing. Yeah. I'm older than you think. So, I guess we gotta do the other side. This side I'm weak on. See, I'm not pivoting at all. All right, let's do side kicks. If you have a really good side kick, you can do a lot of damage. Most people aren't expecting them because they're not very popular right now. But side kick, 2-step, kick out. Secret to side kick is to really try and tuck the foot up. If you see Joe Rogan's side kick, Joe Rogan comes from traditional martial arts, Taekwondo and karate. I think it's Taekwondo. But his side kick is one of the most perfect side kicks I've ever seen. Because the way he tucks is straight up, and then his hip will pivot perfectly sideways. So it's a straight line of damage. And it's so fast and so strong because he's got those giant thighs and glutes. He really worked on his legs. So if you ever get a chance to see, and you haven't seen Joe Rogan's side kick video, go look at Joe Rogan's side kick video after you finish watching the stream, or drop a like and then go watch it. But, so you really want to squeeze your glute and make it one straight line to be able to have the power. Now with Joe Rogan, he's a beast. Maybe he just got into UFC too late. I don't know. I don't know why he never fought. See. All right, give my hips a second. If you do martial arts, put your favorite martial art in there. It could be Taekwondo, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, Kung Fu, wrestling, Muay Thai. Too close. Come on. Kicked over the back last time. All right. All right, I'm gonna work on some spinning heel kicks. Yeah, spinning heel kicks. If you can't do a spinning heel kick, try and do just a spinning side kick. So the secret to spinning is when I turn my front leg, I turn it back to point towards my target. Now for a spinning kick, I like to turn it just outside of my target for a spinning heel kick. So when I come up, I can cut across the target and my ending point will be here. Because you don't want to aim directly, you want to cut through the target. So for spinning side kicks, a little different. Side kick, I want to point my hip directly at the target from here. It still has its own lane to go straight in. So spinning side kick, turn the hip, side kick out. Spinning heel kick, you turn the hip and swing it around like a ball on the end of a rope. So you turn, spin, spinning heel kick. So again, spinning side kick or spinning heel kick. And then do 5 on the other side. Distance. Weird. Sometimes it's just cardio. Sometimes it's just about doing the reps. Yeah, you should practice a lot if you're trying to go into sparring and stuff. But sometimes it's just about getting the reps and the time in, even when you're crashing. So keep that in mind. Also, it's not about being perfect sometimes. Sometimes it's just about doing the work. And yeah, it is good to have those reminders. But when you're on YouTube, everyone there is you know, yeah. So, you know, sometimes a lot of the videos I post are like when I'm crashing too. It's just what happens. Really wish I wouldn't have taken that time off from my cardio. It's dumb. And instantly, of course, I started gaining weight. It would have been one thing if I would have replaced it with something, but I didn't replace it. I just took it out, which was dumb. All right, that's it for the bag workout. I'm gonna do some regular Kung Fu without the bag. Feel free to stick around and watch. I'm just going to be working on separate techniques that I haven't done in a while. Continue to get my sweat on. All right. Let's hang those up. Also, for those who need a reminder, go wash your gloves. Go wash your gloves. Jeet Kune Do. Oh, thank you. We're cousins. You know, Kung Fu. Jeet Kune Do is Kung Fu, pretty much. And that's how we fight too. We don't fight, you know, in the big stances like a lot of Kung Fu styles try to do. You're supposed to be up here. I load up the back foot a lot of times. You know, they're here in the same stance. I fight here a lot of times. This is our distance. This is up close. So, yeah, love JKD. Jeet Kune Do. All right. Now let me get to some of the jumpy, fun jump kick stuff. Yeah. But I don't inspire people who are on YouTube trying to challenge things, because what's the point of that? There's no point. I'm also old now, older than you think. So whatever. I don't take challenges. Oh, that's the wrong one. Spinning into side kick. Thank you. The whole goal is to, you know, never be in that situation, you know. But I would like to think that I've been doing it for long enough to understand a little bit. Try that again. Hopefully I don't break anything in my house, apartment, whatever it is. Professional upstairs neighbor. Not good enough. When I was younger, that used to be something I do all the time. Whew.
been a while since I've done those. I'm scared to really jump because of the ceiling. Ah, balance. Yes. So we do a set that I teach in my Kung Fu class. Every warm-up we do them, and we hold each position for 10 seconds. And so the first one is searching the sea, where you pick your knee up here, cross your arms, and then you kick out, and the hands go out. Oh, see, I got one spot. And then you hold. And then the goal is to get the foot above the head. So when I go, I try and get my foot above the head here. And then you do the same thing on the other side. 10 seconds. And then, so there's a full set. So we got 4 of them to do. So that's the first one. The second one, we're gonna do the opposite. It's called searching the sky. So you take the leg up, and instead of going behind this way, we go forward here, and we straighten the leg. And we look down our buttons. If you have buttons or down the line forward in front of you, don't look up. And then you pull back in and down. All right, so you have behind you, in front of you. Now we do our side kick one, what we call sleeping Buddha. So you pick your knee up, and you're here. And then you kick out side kick, and you hold. Again, 10 seconds, pull back in, down on each side. Let me see. And then the ultimate one, you know, there's multiple variations of this, but the pistol squat. So you can do a one-legged squat however you want. You can do it by wrapping the ankle here and squatting down, right? That's one way. You can do it by picking your knee up, squatting down to here, or you can do the pistol squat, which is the one that we push for, where your foot is out here and you squat and come back up. 16 on each leg for the squats. I mean, you shoot for 16 due to where you start to fail. But yeah, those are our 4. So to recap, searching the sea, searching the sky, sleeping Buddha is side kick, and then the squat. Those are the 4 that we really help with the balance. Those strengthen the tendons and your glutes and your legs. Also your core. Anything that you do to strengthen your core will help your balance. I know that's funny to say here from a little bit of pudge guy, but anything you do to strengthen your core will help your balance. Yeah. Those are the good ones. I used to do the, let me see if I can still do it. I'm gonna do a kick into the squat. No. Almost got it. I used to be able to jump, kick, and drop real easily. I'm getting old. Let me see. that stretch on. Oh, I do. What weapons? Oh my goodness. It's a pretty loaded question. So you hand me one and I can use it is kind of the answer. Spear, staff, straight sword, double saber, guandao, half moon spear, which is the crescent, ji, the Chinese halberd. 3 sectional staff. I have my hook swords here with a picture of my teacher's teacher, Grandmaster Yip. This is the weapon that made me fall in love with Kung Fu. This is the crescent half moon spear. And so you can pull, lock, stab, hit, chop. It has a lot of really cool applications to it from back in the day. But I mean, not applications that you can do nowadays, unless for some reason there's some sort of whatever. But yeah, I've been doing Kung Fu since I was a kid. My dad's been doing it since he was 18. So I started when I was a kid. So that ended up making me learn everything. It's my passion. It's my love. It's probably why I'm single. Here's the guandao. All right. Have to be careful because it's short room in here. But there's the guandao in all its glory. There's some staffs over there. Put this back over here. Multiple swords all around. There's the sai, all that stuff. I do have a weapons collection. What don't you? True. I'm just now starting to get into more of the Japanese and actually the European weapons, which is really cool. I have a student that does HEMA, and he's been teaching me the HEMA longsword, which is very similar to the Muay Dao, the big saber. A lot of similar concepts. Yeah. I'm 30. How old am I? I think 37. Yeah, 37. Started when I was a kid because of my parents, and then just stuck with it. I run a class here in Vancouver, Washington. I teach kids and adults just a little family class to have fun. This was one of my shirts, or one of our shirts from where I learned in Dallas, Texas. It's the Sunday afternoon class. Very fun. I also practice Wu style Tai Chi and Fu style Bagua Zhang too. All the circular motions. Very fun stuff. This is the one thing I've always struggled with, is my flexibility. My hips have my hamstrings have seemed to loosen up. And I used to be able to do my front splits, my hamstring splits. But my hips, for some reason, always fought me. how many times I've stretched, tried different things, yoga, stretch experts, and we've made progress. And then I blew out my hip, is probably what happened, is because I blew out my hip trying to force it. So yeah. It's just a almost 40-year-old guy doing some kung fu and stretching out and working out and breaking a sweat and having fun and enjoying life. And I hope you enjoy life too. Definitely not AI though. Definitely not AI. Boop, 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 boop. AI doesn't have these dance moves. Actually, that's probably all AI does have. Yeah. Starting to get a little tired now. Going at it for about an hour. It was a good workout, y'all. Make sure you drop a like, maybe subscribe. Watch this goofball do more kung fu some other time. Maybe join in, do a full-on workout. I do workouts. I teach kung fu online also, and tai chi, so make sure you listen for those. Check those out too. YouTube has a couple things that I do, but I also launched a new app, a kung fu app called Eternal Arts. It's got a free section if you don't want to buy anything. It's a cool way to support me just by downloading the free and doing that too. Ooh-ja. Oh man, I'm really tired now. All right. See, this is why you don't take a month off. When you take a month off, everything it gets harder. Oh yeah. I used to be able to train for 3 hours straight. Oh yeah, fuck me. All right, maybe some handstands. Oh, no. Let's try again. Come on. Come on. Engage, engage. Engage the core. No, I'm not getting far enough to my balance point. Nope, I wasn't even ready. Okay, take a second. Next time I should do handstands first. Fuck. All right, whatever. Let's see what's going on here. I'm better than you. That's the funny thing, Clint. I'm better than you. Oh, I'm not even gonna. Come on, Clint, where's your 540? Post your 540. I'm gonna go back to what I want to practice because there's always gonna be a hater. At least it's a little better, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know much about Colin Farrell. Whatever. Hey man, if you're getting a laugh, at least you're getting a laugh, right? So, at least I made you laugh. No problem. Happy, happy, joy, joy, right? I actually get that a lot. I get the Colin Farrell thing quite a bit, actually. A little bit, when I had longer hair, I'd get the Jared Leto comments. But I see the Colin Farrell quite often. I hope I don't hit anything. All right. I haven't done those in a while. It's been a long time since I've done some of this stuff. No, I should not join UFC. Get my ass kicked. I'm not training to be a fighter. I'm just trying to keep up with my old younger self. My old younger self? My younger self. I'm just trying to be in shape with something that I enjoy doing. So I don't really care. Oh, I'm starting to crash. All right. Cheers. Take care, Clint. All right. I think I'm crashing out. I think that was an hour. Yeah, that was 30 minutes longer than I was expecting to go. So, slowly start to get back in shape. Woo! Woo! All right, I'll be releasing a schedule here soon on when my online Tai Chi classes will be held. I have them already launched for a couple people who are my personal students taking online Tai Chi in Bagua. But I hope everyone has a great rest of their day. Get a workout in when you can. Make sure you do what you love. Don't let other people influence you not to do what you love. If it's healthy for you, go do it. Peace and love. I'll see you all in the next one.